So many choices. So you guys are probably asking yourself, why are there so many damn exhaust pipes on the floor, along with mufflers and such like that? Well, I'm pretty damn fussy with this zero turn. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what muffler and which pipes I want to use to make a pretty kick-ass muffler on this thing. Yeah. Well guys, it is Wednesday. As you can see, we're at the shop. The other video should be parsing the data right now to be uploaded to YouTube. And yeah. So that's the video of us going into the track and stuff like that. And I did a little video walking around, stuff like that. And went in an area that I wasn't supposed to be in. But yeah, so the next video I'm going to be posting up, which is going to be tomorrow morning. It'll be me. Yeah, it's actually just going to be me. I want a ticket to go up onto the little box where the person waves the checkered flag, the white flag, the green flag, the red flag, the black flag, all those types of deal flags. And I was able to go up there and I was able to wave the green flag, the white flag, and the checkered flag for the it was the nationwide practice, so it was pretty cool. Once in a lifetime thing. And I also met Miss Coors Light girl there. She was pretty good looking, I'll tell you that much. But wait, is that gonna be? Yeah, that's gonna be in tomorrow morning's video. Pretty good race there, and then at the end of the video is the practice for the rallycross cars. And I tell you what, those guys are ridiculous. Really cool guys. Met up with Kemp Block there, and shit, what's the other guy? I want to say Lewis, something like that. Kemp Block's his buddy there. Lewis, I want to say, pretty cool dude. But you'll see that in tomorrow morning's video. I'm not gonna spoil it all. And oh yeah, I got to take a trip on a John Deere Gator. That was pretty cool because I got wood, I got firewood, and it gave me free dill. Oh, free dill actually. Sorry, which is free delivery actually. When we first pulled into the race, I saw the sign that said free Dell, and I'm like, oh cool, they're giving away computers or something like that. And my uncle was like, no you dumbass, it's free delivery. And I was like, oh yeah. But anyway, so many damn choices. So I have a combination of exhaust pipes here, mufflers. I kind of sort of picked out the two I want to use. I'm going to be using this pipe, I think, right here. This came out of a John Deere RX-75. Stripped it out a while back. And I want to use this muffler. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to mount that muffler. I feel it's going to be somewhere off to the side there. And I got to figure which kind of sort of pipes I got to use to cut up and make. I have a feeling I'm going to end up probably using these two mufflers right here. Cutting them off straight right about there somewhere. And I'll use the flanges up at the top to bolt up in there, and like that. Oh yeah, by the way, the motor is mounted finally. Took a little bit more work than I thought last night. I was gonna make a video on how to do it, but I just, yeah, I couldn't quite explain it enough for me to put it on YouTube, so that's why I didn't put it up. But that's actually a bottom template of the 20 horsepower brakes right there. This will work for, I think it's like 17 to like 30 horsepower because they never changed the oil subs. So I'm gonna hang this up in the wall actually with a few other ones I have when it comes to Briggs and Stratton and stuff like that. And then I had to draw out some other stuff there so I could figure out what the center point was. And sure enough, everything lined up perfectly underneath, which I can't show you because there's no lighting. And the pulley is, well, the shaft is dead center in the middle. And yeah, couldn't get any better. Seat just clears it, as you can see. Well, didn't quite clear it. Yeah, we had to put a little dent in there just to make sure it cleared. But that's good. I got to go up to Lowe's today, grab like a fitting for the oil drain here. I want to have something come off like a hose, and it'll go right down to here to make life simple. I don't know why, but I'm just being kind of sort of fussy with this zero turn. I just don't know why. As you can see, I got everything all assembled on the motor. I didn't do the carburetor because the guy said that the carburetor was drained dry, so I guess we'll have to wait and see when I go to fire it up and it doesn't fire. Hooked up the governor linkages, hooked up all the throttle linkage. I am, however, missing one spring. It goes from here to like another spot, like right up in here, so here to here. It's nothing too special. It can be used without it temporarily, and then I'll just have to order one up, which isn't a big deal. So that's pretty much almost all done. I gotta find me some screws for the top of the fan piece here, the little fan shroud, and yeah. So this is gonna be kind of sort of today's project, trying to fit some exhaust pipes. I don't really have a whole lot planned today. I gotta go up to Lowe's, I gotta go to Walmart, and I'll probably hopefully weld up some pipes today. I got the Husqvarna sitting out here charging. What the hell? Get this guy up charging so I can pop the motor off of it, do a compression test on it, and put her on eBay. So I'm hoping to do that within like today. So this is the motor that blows smoke. Not gonna fix it, just don't have the time for it. So that's where we're at with this thing. Still have the motor to put on it. Motor that's going in it is sitting right there. PJ's motor. I guess he's gonna make an eraser out of it. So it's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's what's going on. So it shouldn't be a bad little project, to tell you that. A little bit of tire rubbish. I was chucking the tires in, but I gotta charge this thing up so it'll crank over, and I can just fire it up, do a compression, and like that. So yeah. It is rebuildable, but I just don't get the time. That's for damn sure. Past Garage 20 there, he was telling me I should stick a magnet on the side of my truck saying lawnmower repairs. Yeah, I could do that, but I'd have a lot more people, and I just don't have that much time. You know, there's already enough shit in one day to do. This week I'm kind of sort of taking it easy. Next week I'm going to go full force, and then it's vacation. So anyway, we're going to get some cutting done. I got to go to Walmart. We'll just take it from there. Alright, I think it's time for a little bit of an update. It's now like 2 something, 3 something, let's see. 2:51. Oh yeah, went to Dunkin' Donuts. So, I was going to go up to Walmart, me and my mom there. And, well, we got about on the highway. And it started getting pretty cloudy, and now it's doing this. Raining. It's supposed to be a pretty good storm coming in, so that'll be pretty cool. But, yeah, this pipe project here is taking a little bit longer than I kind of sort of wanted it to. Reason being is I had to do a little bit more work than I thought. So, I guess I'll put you guys right here. So as you can see, this is my complete mess of a setup here. Yeah, had a little bit of a problem, as you can see. Those are not the prettiest welds in the world. It was the prettiest weld in the world until I went to go grind through it, and it went right through the damn friggin' piece of tin that I put over it. I have this piece of tin there. Luckily this is the bottom of it, so you're not going to see it all. There was a hole right here because of the pipe lineup, and there was the bottom hole piece because of that other pipe that stuck out. So I had to do a bunch of cobbling there. I had perfect welds, and then I put the tin on it, welded her all up, ground her down, and then I ground too deep where the metal popped up on me. So I was like, ah, shit. Luckily that's the bottom. You ain't gonna see it. This is the front here. Way nicer welding on this side. Still gotta hit it one more time with the grinder, but it will work. I mean, shit, I'm only using a flux core wire, not a Lincoln electric friggin' gas welder. I'm using the Harbor Freight deal. You know, like I said, it'll work. Luckily, like I said, it's the bottom, and the bottom's actually going to get a heat shield put on the bottom of it, so it doesn't melt the paint on the zero turn, or the frame doesn't get too hot, so you really won't even see all that. So I had to install this little donkey dick off the side here before the pipe used to come right across and in like that side. I had to cut open that, put that there. On the inside, right about here, there's like a little divider, so that way this exhaust port would go right in directly, and this exhaust port would go right in directly, so that way there'd be no backflow coming up through here or here during when it's on the off section, I guess we'll call it, on the piston, because you know one piston's offset. So I had to do it that way, I had to think smart, and I didn't want any back pressure in the pipes. I mean, I'm sure if I did it I would have been fine, but I just wanted to be safe rather be sorry. So that'll work. Now I'm just actually getting ready to hack through over here. I'm going to bolt that pipe setup on the motor, and now I'm actually going to get ready to figure out what I'm doing here with this exhaust. So that'll be fun. Oh yeah, now it's raining out. I can hear the thunder. Oh yeah. Raining pretty good. Holy shit. So I'm going to pop them pipes on, and I guess we'll get there in a second or two. Pretty good song, pretty good drinking. Yeah, pretty good song. I'm pretty good at drinking. Yeah, what the hell am I saying? Pretty good song. I'm pretty good at drinking beer. Good song. Anyway, so here's what we got going on. So I wasn't too happy with the angle of the pipe that was on it. I don't want to touch that plate with my hands because I was heating it up. But anyway, so the angle that would have sat at was kind of sort of pointing towards me, the way I wanted the exhaust system on it, and the top part was kind of sort of pointing out this way. I was like, no, I just don't want that. So I took out the MAP gas torch there, and I tried heating the thing up in the vise and tried to bend it, and it just didn't work. Because after once I was done, I just kind of sort of mangled the end up. So I was like, alright, let me think here. So I came up with this idea. Cut up another pipe. It's not like I have 90 million of them. Friggin' the whole shed's filled with them. I cut up another pipe there, and this piece is the piece that comes off of just a regular, you know, just a regular exhaust system like one of this one. And I used this part right here and this part right here, and pretty much that's just kind of sort of what I came up with. The L part, it pretty much was just flipped around, and you can see as you know, freaking do the puzzle yourself. So I did that. Everything looks pretty good there. What I did was I ground down just a little bit on this little donkey dick on the inside here, and it fit right in there perfectly. So I kind of sort of sleeved it, and then I welded it, and that should work pretty good. You know, no problems along the way there. Now I was just gonna do like a 2-bolt system where there's a flange here, and then there's a flange on that, so I can unbolt it at different times. But I just said screw it. I'm just gonna weld the stupid thing together. I mean, it's just gonna make more work doing it that way. I'd be trying to piece together two objects that just are pretty damn hard to piece together. So I figured I'll just weld it together, and we should be good to go there. I'm not even gonna clamp the weld. I mean, it just kind of sucked that I had to friggin' stop, turn. You know, it's not like it was on a rotisserie or anything. So whatever. So I got one weld left, and should be good to go there. This piece here is just gonna go pretty much like so. I'll show you. This guy's gonna go right up like that, and pretty much it's gonna something be like that, pieced together like that, and then that just kind of shoots it out to the back there. Could have done it straight out, but I didn't want it straight out. I kind of sort of wanted it off to the angle. Obviously there will be rain getting in the pipe, so I'll have to figure out some kind of flapper doohickey on the top there, which isn't a big deal because I still got to order one for the wheel horse. So that's going to go like that, and should be a pretty different exhaust system, I'll tell you that much. All custom. Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to make a bracket so it'll hold up the pipe along with the muffler itself, so I'll probably bolt something on here and come up with here, and I don't know, I'll figure something out. And then I gotta make a heat shield for the bottom of it, and we should be good to go there. So I did it pretty damn good, dead on. I mean, there's a little bit of a bow right in here, but there's nothing you can do. It's a done deal. It's welded. I ain't taking it apart, you know. So that'll be pretty good there. So yeah. All of a sudden it like stopped raining and became really warm out again. So that kind of sort of sucks. Just can't win. I can't run the welder with the air conditioner going, or else I'll pop its stupid fuse, you know. That's just the only thing that sucks. I gotta rewire this breaker system that's in here. I kind of sort of fucked it up. Pretty much this whole shop runs off of 30 amps, and I put two 30 amp breakers in there. I wasn't thinking at the time. So like this one here shuts off the lights, and it'll shut off the welder unit. And this one right here, which I'm not going to do, this one shuts off this main box only, and that just does the TV and the refrigerator. But if I kill that right now, I'd have to call up freaking Comcast, tell them that my TV box is all screwed up because I lost power, and it'd just be one big mess. But anyway, I gotta get 215s for that eventually. Still gotta finish up the whole entire electrical in the shop. Like, this electrical system is not even up to code. Like, the only thing that's up to code is pretty much from like these two wires that come out of here. That's it. From here down, and oh yeah, and the one wire that's outside, up to code. Rest of the lights aren't, you know. But I still got a whole nother year. It's actually been almost, I think, a year now that we've started remodeling the shop. So I still got pretty much a whole nother year. It'll be like one of them rainy day type deals. You know, once I put up the shelf I was talking about up here, I'll probably have to move that light or something like that, and you know, things like that. So. But yeah, so I'm just still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the shelf idea that I had going on too. Whether or not if I just want to connect going right across here and then just kind of sort of bow it out and then just go right across there. I don't know, I'm still trying to piece together some ideas. It would definitely be a smart idea if I did that, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure stuff out myself. See, what my plan is come winter, I'm going to have this whole unit tarped off and this tarped off, and neighbor Jim has some insulation on it for me, and he's actually going to give me some insulation, and I'm actually going to do this whole ceiling right here. The rest of the ceilings are going to be open like what you see. Reason being is just because this is the more open spot and it's the more shadier spot, so it's obviously going to be keeping the coolness more cold in the winter. So that's one idea. That's if we're still even in the shop come winter. You never know. Still looking for a shop. Still haven't found anything within price. But yeah. So oh yeah, remind me another thing. Is someone I know that does HVAC and all that good stuff. They actually found a pretty nice gas heating unit. I guess it was used for a good sized garage, like a 4-car garage system. And I might be picking that up pretty short money, so if I can get that, I would actually not mind using a gas burner in here. Just have to run a pipeline going across in the yard. You know, the gas thing is like actually right in that corner there. So just have someone come in. I can actually have my buddy come in, just go whoop into the shop. You know, have it all inspected and shit like that. And you probably even keep the neighbors happy for a change. You know. But you never know. I'll have to wait and see. Buddy's not sure what if the owner's keeping it yet, or if he's gonna be scrapping it. And if he scraps it, well, obviously I'll give him probably about $100 or something for it. You know, it's a pretty nice unit. I forget what the name of it is. It begins with an E. I've seen them a lot, so they're pretty nice. Definitely would heat the shop up a lot quicker than the wood stove. Definitely. But anyway, it's all talk. You never know what's gonna happen to this place. But yeah, holy mufflers. Want to buy a muffler? $79.95. I actually have quite a bit of nice muffler, believe it or not. Like, this is a good one. That's one I used in my wheel horse. That's a nice muffler. That's the one that came off this Husqvarna. And then the rest are just all the basic ones. So these are actually 3 really good muffler. It's right here. I do have one more muffler, and I really couldn't find it. It's a long, skinny one. Kind of so it looks like a stack. It's from like here to about here. It's a pretty good size one, and that's another muffler too. But anyway, back to work. It's Chuchin. Oh yeah. Oh. Well, here's what I ended up doing. Holy shit, that was loud. So I took the muffler pipe and the exhaust itself, pretty much put it right on that little motor stand over there. Tacked her 6 times, 2 on each side, 2 on the top, and you're pretty much good to go there. Actually, it was 8 if you do the math right, unlike me. So I did that. Then I placed her up, bolted her up, pretty much. I happened just to notice that this pipe here is off just a teeny bit, so it will need to get bent. No big deal there. It'll only take about a second. I can either bend this one or this one up. Actually, probably end up bending this one. Then what I got going here, actually I could probably take this off now. Maybe not. Yeah, I can. Got that all pretty much good to go there. This is just a quick little... I was going to just, you know, weld the 2 pipes together and call their deal, but just because of the weight of this thing, it just wouldn't work. So I'm pretty much just going to... I cut this little strip here, little piece of tin. This is actually the other piece. It's actually a leftover piece if you know, cut that out from there when it did that bottom part underneath there to cover up the 2 holes that were there. Got her up. It looks pretty damn good to me. I like the spacing. Everything on it looks pretty damn good. Not going to complain too much. Looks pretty good to me. Let's take a step back. I'll show you what it looks like. Holy. You know, angle's just right. Pops it out that way perfectly. So that should work. So I'm gonna undo the 1 bolt I have in here because this is getting held up by that, and I'll probably take it right over back to the little stand there. Now it's like a multi stand, I guess we'll call it, and weld her up, cut one of the tabs off, bend it in, and pretty much I should have a working exhaust within the next couple of minutes. Then what I'll do next step is I'll start to kind of sort of figure out a mounting bracket system. Probably reuse this one, and I'll probably bolt on. This is the back bumper piece. I've been kind of sort of using it quite a bit just to make sure that the exhaust wasn't going to hit this metal bumper bracket piece. So it seems to be doing pretty good. It just clears everything, which is really good. So it kind of sort of just goes like that, and boom. You know, plenty of room there. So should work out pretty good. I don't think this exhaust is going to get too hot because it looks like it already has a heat shield on it. If you look, you know, kind of sort of wraps all the way around it. Kind of sort of hollow. I'm thinking there's like another shield on the inside, so should work pretty good. But definitely have to find a little flapper guy for the top there. That would make it look pretty cool. A lot of measuring, you know. Go do the math, make sure all the angles and stuff are right, and you know. One way I'm testing to make sure your welds are good and you don't have any holes in your muffler here is what I do is I actually fill up the pipe with water, and if any water leaks out, pretty much you got holes. You want to try and fill up most of those holes to about 95%, and you should be golden there. So, oh yeah, by the way, I did test this motor yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And the motor does run, so that's pretty cool. Ran it right off the ether, and she seemed pretty good. Runs really nice, actually. A lot of compression in it, so don't think the motor was used much just because of the condition that it's in. I mean, there's like hardly any even oil on this thing. So, yeah. And then for the oil drain, like I said, I think I already told you, I'm going to do a special oil drain on the side there where it just pisses out that hole. So, should be pretty good. Alright, well, I guess it started raining out again. No surprise there. But, yeah, I got pretty much as I'm going to pretty much do in this video. I think we're going to end the video here. As you can see, got it all bolted up. I tweaked the exhaust out, well, in actually this way. I ended up just putting a ratchet strap on both of them. It was ran, and then it started bending. So, it worked pretty good. I got one bolt there to hold everything in, and I just stuck on this little heat shield thing that I had a while back. It actually says hot, so I think I might paint her all up eventually. Right now this piece isn't on there. I might trim it down just a little bit to make it look a little bit better than what it is. I mean, it just kind of sort of sticks out, but trim that piece down, maybe angle it or something. I haven't fully figured out a design yet, so I'll do that maybe later on tonight or something. Figure something out. I don't think I'm going to need to make a brace to support everything, because believe it or not, those two exhaust bolts that hold everything on really friggin' hold everything on. I mean, yeah, it's moving, but it's because there's only two bolts holding the whole motor on. So it's pretty damn strong. I think it's going to work pretty well. As you can see, this is what I did down below here. Just kind of sort of grounded that up and put a sleeve on it, and you know, that'll work fine like that. I was going to put something here to put to hold up the exhaust and everything, but I don't think it's going to need it. And this thing's pretty well in there, so you know, come later down the road, I guess we'll find some problems along with it. You know, if like it's a custom built exhaust, you know, you ain't gonna find that every day. Definitely different, you know. I had to figure out something out. I was really tempted to use this one. This came out of a John Deere STX38, I do remember, and I already have it on the wheel horse, so I kind of sort of want to change things up a little bit. It seems like the John Deere exhausts are a lot nicer, thicker steel, and a lot quieter than the regular Husqvarna's, the Craftsman's, or MTD style exhaust. You know, John Deere puts a little bit better exhaust system on it and makes it a shitload nicer. I'm actually thinking about maybe cutting this one up and actually putting it on my my Brute power washer, because that exhaust is so friggin' loud. So that's another that's another day right there. But yeah, so we're gonna end the video here, and I guess we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. I was planning on doing my truck tonight, but it's just a little raining out, so I ain't gonna put the wax on while it's raining out. You know, shit, you know. But yeah, so here comes the rain. Yeah. So, I guess we'll end the video here. We'll probably talk to you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll try and clean this place up. Maybe I'll come out here later on tonight, clean it up. And, I don't know. Tomorrow we get 2 tractors coming in, apparently. I think I'm going to go test drive that Craftsman LTX/1000. Just to make sure everything's good to go. I didn't test it today. So I'm going to go take a quick for a little romp before it rains. And, yeah, I guess we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Till then, build your... Holy shit, that was a fucking amazing lightning bolt. Holy shit, the whole driveway just lit up. Oh yeah, storms are brewing. I gotta go, guys. Until then, build your own exhaust. Fuck it.